to dig in?
Sure, Mike.
Sure am, Mike.
Oh, God. Okay.
So you ready to dig in? Sure am, Mike.
Sure am, Mike.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, give me one more chance.
Hey, Andy, you ready to dig in?
I sure am, Mike.
Let's grow. Say it with me.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Michael. Today I'm here with my client, who also just happens to be my dearest of dear friends, Andrea. And today we're going to be replanting a purple shamrock. We're going to be transplanting from Mama. We took some cuttings, rooted her in water, and we're going to transplant into soil. So, Andrea, you ready to dig in?
Sure am, Mike. Let's
grow. Before we get into the video, I just want to thank you. We all want to thank you so much for stopping by and watching all our videos and all the folks that leave comments. It means the world to us. So thanks again. So in today's video, Andy and I are going to be repotting these cuttings from our mama, the purple shamrock here. Andrea, could you do me a favor? Could you pull her out of that Flanagan's cup? Not there. No. Every time I tell her to do things gingerly, she's like a linebacker.
Oh, I think I
Grab
can.
the glass.
Yes.
There we go. So we've rooted these wonderful. You can hold that.
I will.
We'll do a side by side so you can see this. So these are the purple shamrock, that oxalis that I absolutely love, and she's always back here normally in our videos. But we've rooted both our lucky shamrock and our purple shamrock. The purple shamrock took much longer of a period of time to root. Took over about 2 months for her to root, but they have. It's only about a 50% success rate we've had with these little petioles that we put in water, but they've rooted. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna repot them into here. And what are we gonna do when we're done with this?
What are we going to do? You're going to give it to me.
She's gonna have this because we've done actually a patio makeover for you, and you have a little more room you'd like to add something to.
I would.
But you can also put it inside your home with your fabulous 50 furniture, so.
Well, yes, and he's also going to give me several more that are behind us right there.
Yeah, she wants this one, and this is the lucky shamrock that we just did a video on, and she's going bananas with these flowers. She's so silly, and just going crazy.
What's that you say? You want to go to Andrea's house?
So-
Okay.
So these will be going to Andrew, but we're gonna actually root some more for us of both the lucky shamrock and the purple shamrock, because these are just wonderful houseplants. They're just so easy to take care of. Now, one thing I noted, if you watch back on our other video on the green shamrock, the lucky shamrock, when we were setting up the video for that, the leaves started to fold, and they're actually doing it here on the purple shamrock, if I may. They're starting to close up like an umbrella. And this is a normal characteristic of the plant. At night, they will do this. But when we're moving them around, this plant is a little bit not sensitive in that it breaks or falls. The leaves will start to curl up, because normally just a few minutes before we set this up, these were fully open. And you probably can see some here that aren't. When I set this mama down, you can see that these are open. But since we were setting up the video, you can see that these are all closed. But that's a normal thing. And we are now going to move into the installation. But before we go into the installation, let me tell you about the things you'll need to do this. Step one is that you want to take a cutting from your mama plant, and you want to go down to the base of the petiole. And if you look back at our green shamrock, there's really detailed instructions in there. But there's a flared piece of the petiole when it reaches the tuber, the tuber at the base of the plant. You want to break that off, and it forms a little hook-shaped piece. And that's the part that does the best part of rooting we have found. So it's probably going to be a little bit hard to see. We'll see if we can zoom in. This one here actually had barely any flare, and she really took off. But it took, what was that? I think it's 2 months. Crazy amount of time. Much longer than the green shamrock. We thought we thought it wouldn't root, but it did. Only 50%. We're only getting 50% success on these cuttings. But as you know from these wonderful houseplants, there's a million little petioles, and they're wiggly. Look at this, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Isn't it adorable?
Wonderful.
It's just a cute plant. Our purple shamrock is going through like a semi-dormant period right now. Normally she's just covered with these lavender flowers, just like the green is doing here. But the green typically does white, Well, we think there's cross-pollination happening from the purple, and now they're getting this mixture of white and lavender on the green, because the green shamrock, the lucky shamrock, normally has a white flower. This one, the purple, has a lavender flower. But anyway, so this will be another characteristic of the plant. Speaking to that real quick, but once you get them rooted, up to 2 months, it may be sooner for you, then you can transplant into soil. The soil mix, oh wait, before we go into soil, you see we have our Flanagan's cup. I'm not being paid by Flanagan's. They're not sponsoring this channel, but they've got the best ribs. And this is a great opaque container to put your plants in when you're getting them to root in water. If you put these out on a windowsill or somewhere in your home, you can get some indirect light or some extra light that is too much for the roots don't really need that, but algae will start to bloom, and that will rob some of the nutrients of the plant. We've added a little bit of liquid fertilizer because she was taking so long, and maybe that helped, a real weak amount. So the roots that are coming off of our purple shamrock are a little bluish, you can see, right?
Yes.
So now that's why you see the cup here, that you can use any opaque container, but that helps keeping from getting algae buildup in your glass container. And the other things you're gonna need to do this nice little quick procedure is some water that's been set out for at least 48 hours, and a chopstick or a little bamboo skewer. So Andy, could you do me the honor of bringing out one of those that have rooted, and we're gonna transplant her? Well, that's a good one.
Wow, look at the blue color.
Right, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna hold it here.
Yes.
I'm gonna tip it so you can see, but we'll also give you a side-by-side so you can see this up close. And the soil mix we're using here is a really cool loamy mix.
I knew you were going to say loamy. I knew it.
Loamy, right?
Loamy.
Loamy. 80% indoor potting mix, 15% perlite, and 5% worm castings. And then mix that all together, and you form this nice little rich loamy mix that's well drained. Now what you want to do is create a little divot about a ½ inch deep or longer or more deep, or deeper.
There you go.
There we go. To hold the roots. So Andy's going to put her in gently, and then I'm going to tuck her down in there, and then we're just going to backfill the soil. Yeah. And then another thing I should have mentioned, and I didn't, is that we're going to reuse this bamboo skewer, but I don't have with me. It's over here somewhere. I need
Another one?
No, I actually need a tie strap, a little wire tie strap. But I think someone helping us in the background there will get us a little tie strap, so when we're done, we can put these together. Oh, you can help me with that. I got this one, babe.
Would you like more rooted color?
I think there's 3 of them total.
Oh, here's a nice long.
Oh, you got
look at
2 though.
that.
You're grabbing like a linebacker again.
Nope.
All right, will you hold this little baby gingerly?
Certainly.
All right, I'm going to open up this hole over here.
I'm holding you gingerly. Gingerly, with your long blue beard.
I love your singing.
I love
It's the
you
best.
So.
Okay.
La, la,
Oh, that's got a lot.
la.
I can go deeper on this one because she's got a lot of roots.
You are deep.
Yeah,
you know that?
No,
You're deep.
I'm pretty topical.
No.
You've said that about me. Okay, and there we go.
In we
So we're just
go.
rinsing and repeating what we did before. And we're backfilling some of that soil.
Yes, I did make a mistake on the nail color.
No, it's
I'm
cute.
so sorry.
It's your new you. Well, it's you for this week or this month. So this one's kind of holding up.
Do you want to?
Oh, we're going to get a
Here we are.
thank you for that, cameraman Diego. Okay, can you
Yes.
grab? I'll hold these. If you could grab another one out of the container.
Oh,
please.
I can.
I think there's a third one in there.
Let's see. I may have to uproot them all to look.
There you go.
And here she is.
Ta-dum, bum, bum. Okay, I'm gonna do that over here. I'm gonna put these a little close together so our little tie straps are. So let me try to turn that so it's easy for the folks to see a little bit better. How many roots we got there?
Well,
Not that much.
quite
Okay.
a bit, I would say.
Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tilt this a little bit so you can see, but
Okay.
and then so Don't be distracted, Andrea. Let's stay focused. She's got attention deficit like me. Deficit. Put her in the hole.
In the hole.
Don't look at the man behind the curtain because it is a big distraction. I can only imagine that look. That look. Okay.
Potting with Michael. Fun.
Not always.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so there's no more oopsie daisy.
Would you like me to hold them all?
No, because I'm very.
Let me do it.
Okay, I'm very worried. You know that with me.
No.
Just gingerly.
I'm very ginger.
That's right with you sometimes. All right, so this one hasn't rooted. That's just a root floating. Okay,
No.
so these, we're going to give up on them because I didn't expect one or two of these two. Really lightly. Okay, so now I'm putting in bamboo skewer as our little totem pole to help hold these guys, these little ladies upright.
Ladies.
Ladies. Okay,
That doesn't quite work out.
no, it's
Not quite the way you.
No, not at
No.
all how I
I'm
want it.
noticing that, Michael.
Not at all. It's not. Why is this twist tie being so difficult? Oh, Jiminy Crickets? What's happening? It's tenacious. What? I can't, as hard as
I can't look.
Why is it being so stubborn? Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. That's just crazy.
Okay, I'm going to make this work with adding these other ones to this. We got it. Thank you all for your patience, everybody. It's a networking procedure here. This is crazy. This is really not how I wanted. I should have a longer one, but we're making do with this because I forgot to set this up with a longer twist tie. So you probably want to have like probably about an 8-inch twist tie so you can wrap around these guys and kind of hold them in there so they don't fall. Oh, we have backup! We have a backup plan! Oh, thank you, Diego! Okay, so back. So all you have to do is use your 2 fingers here to hold it. Hold it. You don't have to do that so they can see from the end. This one's propped over here. Okay, so now, this is good. This is the hardest part of this whole adventure. Are you doing a Price is Right or something? No, I'm right. I'm right. You can do...
Will you use time-lapse photography
Wow.
to make this less than a 5-hour procedure?
Wow.
Do you think?
That's what your bestie will do. She'll just
want
call
me
you
to
out at every 2
hold
seconds.
its little neck?
I think you can move your hand now. Move all your hands away.
All my hands?
Yes,
Okay. I thought I could still be helpful, but
you are. We just want to share with the folks because I'm pushing this through. This is how I did it on the green one. You don't necessarily want to just tighten around. These petioles are tough, but you don't want to pinch them or wrap this around them because it can break them because they are basically really solid around the outside, but the inside holds a lot of water and they're very plump. And you know that they're doing well when you can feel the sides of them and they're plump in the water here. That's why I want to keep these in there because this is still very firm and it does have a little, I don't know, it has something that looks like it's starting with some roots, but I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do now is tilt this to you so you can kind of see these little kids. Look at them. They're all in there. And basically, Andrea, after we water this in, you now have your own purple shamrock. Would you do the honors, please?
sure.
You don't have to water a lot. Oh, one thing we did to let everybody know is that we pre-moistened the water all the way through the potting mix so you weren't kicking away a lot of loose soil because you want to have it kind of moist so that when you make those divots with the bamboo skewer, it forms a nice little hole there. So
How much water, Mike?
you just want to go around gingerly. And
Gingerly?
then right where we kind of went, bingo. That's perfect because we already moistened it. The thing you want to do is you don't want to pour a lot of water and push out the dirt that covered the roots. So she put it right on top of where we planted. If you do that and it pushes out the dirt, you can just come back and tamp it down and off you go. We have done a full video on how to care for this plant, so you can always refer back to our channel for that, and you know all the things about fertilizing and light conditions. But this is a wonderful, wonderful house plant. Love this plant. So happy you're taking her home because now mom is going to be over there with her daughter, and they can have little mother-daughter days where we come over and visit each other.
Ooh,
Yeah.
play dates. Nice.
So we want to thank you so much for joining us. If you have any thoughts or questions, just leave them in the comment section below, and we'll make sure we get back to you. Anything else you'd like to add?
I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Until the next video, bye.
Bye.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And tell your friends and family. We post videos weekly. Thanks.